Hey, ghosts. Neener, neener, neener. She can see ghosts, guys. She's a ghost too. I'm not a ghost. Ghosts. Ghosts. I'm not a ghost. Okay, I'm up next. My story is about a ghost. Oh, a ghost story? Well, you know how there's a cliff behind the inn you see 3 years ago on that spot. Don't talk about that. Sayuri, what's wrong? There's no such thing as ghosts. But the staff saw it, and supposedly some of the guests did too. There's no way they could. Sayuri? There's no way. They couldn't see them because there are no such thing as ghosts. Geez, why are you freaking out? You're in junior high. You're scared or something? Why didn't you just say that? You don't have to say there isn't one or you can't see. I'm going for a walk. Hey, Sayuri. Sayuri. Whatever. I don't even care. Sayuri? Hey, morning. Did you catch the movie playing last night? Which one? Okay, so the main character was super hot and hey, someone fell. What? Why? No, I don't know. Why? Why is it happening now? Why? Cold as ice. Morning. Oh, hey, good morning. Oh man, I'm still tired. Hey, I saw something interesting on TV yesterday. Yo, Prinny.
Yo.
Morning. How did you sleep? Okay last night? I think so. Good to hear. A lot happened to you yesterday. I was worried you'd have some trouble sleeping. Chief can be pretty pushy at times, but she has a good eye for spotting potential. I'm sure you'll do fine at Gatekeepers. We'll head to the editorial department after school. Come talk to me if there's anything you need. Good morning. Been here for just 2 days and you're already buddy-buddy with this guy. Don't be silly. We're in the same class. Wouldn't you say it's a good thing that we're friends? Classmates, huh? That's it? What do you mean? Yesterday, what happened after I left? What, so it's a secret between you two and that woman? Why aren't you telling me? Something must have happened on that floor. Mafune. Sometimes it's better not to know. If you're afraid, it's for the best that you don't get involved with us. Once you know, you can't go back. Anyway, first period's math. If you don't understand something, Prinny, come find me and I'll help you out. I'm pretty good at subjects like this. Hey, Mafune. Mafune. Huh? Oh, what is it, Chiga? Class is starting. Oh, yes, I know. I'll see you two later. The teacher's here. Later. See you tomorrow. Aw man, I don't want to go to practice. Hey, do you want to go to the 4th floor? I have to go back just one more time. You'll come with me, right? Then let's go. Hey, what happened to that girl? The one in the summer dress, a girl who wouldn't fit in at the school. She was pointing to this room. She said defeat the ghost with the red coat. Were you able to defeat him? I see, I'm glad. I hope that helped set her free. Since she's not here, that must mean you and Shiga must have granted her wish. Along with that old lady, right? Look, I told you that there are 3 rooms on this floor, but there's also used to be a ladder that took you to the roof. After the incident, it was removed. Now the door to the roof is blocked off, and there's no way to get up there. Everything was sealed that day, the sad memories and even the truth. I thought yesterday if I came here, I might figure something out, that I'd be able to find out what was lost. At the same time, I also felt that I should stay away from this place. No, I wasn't able to bring myself to come here until you came along. But having stepped foot here, I now understand I was only deluding myself. Even though I came, I still didn't know the truth, not even a little bit. Maybe you can find out, Robo. You were able to grant her wish, weren't you? Thank you for coming with me. I didn't want to do this alone, so you did me a favor. Let's get out of here. They'll catch us if you don't hurry up. Defeat him. Pretty. Let's head off to the office. Chief is waiting for you. Oh, right. I need to tell you something before we leave. Listen up. I hear students chattering. Hey, you seem distracted. Don't think about it too hard. I just wanted to mention something. The fact that you were exercising ghosts isn't exactly public. In fact, we kinda underground. That means the client and their request is kept confidential. We must resolve things swiftly. If it takes too long, there's no telling what kind of problems will arise. So be careful. That's all I have to say. Well, let's get going. Here we are. Here, the 2nd floor of this building is where our editorial department calls home. Our company car is the parking lot next door. Most times it's used to deliver our products. But whenever we get a request, it transports us and our equipment to that location. It felt like someone was watching, but I must have been imagining things. Ghosts are everywhere. Their world overlaps with reality we humans live in. They exist in what often called the afterlife. Think of it as 2 mirrors facing each other. Ordinarily, 2 are completely separate, but something causes them to link. That's where we come in. Lost souls, suicide victims, poltergeists, ghosts who connect with our world are categorized according to their characteristics. We're not just giving them random names, they each have a meaning behind them. By learning the characteristic of a ghost, for example. What a racket. I was wondering who was talking outside. It's just you, Shiga. Oh, Mr. Sidoi, how are you today? Hey, seriously, as usual, I see. You've come to work 10 minutes early. Well, Chief said we're getting our proof from the apprentice today. Gah, you're too stiff. It's fine to half-ass your work, you know? I also wanted to show this guy around the office. Oh yeah? And that next to you. He's got your school uniform on. You know him? Yes, this is Roboprinny. He transferred into my class yesterday. Prinny. Oh, so you are the one. Zaru was telling me we were getting a newbie. My name is Jose Sedo. I'm the driver for the gatekeepers. Nice to meet you. Sorry, but I don't shake hands with guys, especially sweaty high school kids. When an acquisition request comes in, I'll take you wherever you go. Be ready to leave. Work hard and make enough for me too, man. Haha. Later. Mr. Shido, where are you going? Gambling. Where else? Mr. Sado has been with Gatekeeper since it intercepted word is he worked with the chief before. I don't really know the details, but he is the only one who knows anything about the chief's past. Anyway, let me show you around. Hey Chief, I brought Prinny. Mochi. Shh. I'm going to use this machine to scan your mind right now. You're a high school student, right? Yes. Alright, next question. You have come to purchase a magazine, correct? I knew it. I can see a vision of you, a massive occult fan, coming to buy the Gatekeeper's products in person. Okay, that's enough. You're scaring Robo. I'm glad you made it, Robo. Chief, hold up. Give me a little more time and you'll see the true value of this machine. You never give up. Ah. No, my creation. Oopsies. I'm sorry, you're probably pretty confused right now. Seems one of our part-timers got too excited trying to entertain and forgot to welcome you. My creations are neither entertainment nor toys. They are the accumulation of my research into fridge science. Oh, I apologize for not introducing myself sooner. I'm Mochi Segan. I'm a third year at Tensuga Kudo, Tech of Chiyoda. My focuses ghosts and paranormal phenomenons. So you're the new guy I was told about. It's a pleasure to meet you. I just came back from an idol meet and greet. Do you mind just shaking left hands? This guy is Roboprinny. Oh, then would it be alright if I call you LG Robo? You don't mind, do you? Because I am. Oh, hey, Clore. You here to check out the stranger? Clore here has been hanging around the office ever since Gatekeepers was established. Now, he's basically the mascot of our office, like Utoro, the mythical raven in our album. Mafune, how did you find this place? Ever heard of a thing called following? Luckily, you were so caught up in your conversation you didn't even notice. When did you... I get it now. You were what I sensed was watching outside. Well, if I had asked you if I could come with you, you wouldn't have let me, right? Of course not. It's none of your business. What do you mean? I was there yesterday. I hid in my shoe by the shoe lock. I calmly watched the two of you leave school, and I simply followed you there. I never thought you'd do something like that. What's the big deal, Shiga? We should be welcoming her. From what I can tell, she looks to be naturally inclined towards possessions. Though her ability to suppress it is impressive, she's got potential. Miss Mafune, was it? You work here? Fine, I suppose I can take you on temporarily. I'll decide if you stay officially after I see how you work today. Thank you. If you have any questions, Shiga will be able to help you. Understood. Where should we start? Let's see, why don't you start off by proofreading this page? What, have you never heard of the term before? Proofreading is looking at the text and proofs that are close to final and checking for mistakes. Be sure not only search for errors, but to verify the text fits and the layouts are fine. Hey, wait a sec. I didn't come all the way here to do this kind of... You seem to have misunderstood something. What do you think Gatekeeper Inc. is? Huh? We are a publisher specializing in the occult. We publish materials on subjects ranging from the ESP to UFOs, as well as exorcising evil spirits. In other words, our main business is publishing. We're not just exorcists. You said you wanted to work here. That means you'll have to do publishing work as well. Well, Same goes for you, Robo. I need you to prove yourself a benefit to the company. Do I make myself clear? I have high hopes for you. What about you, Mafune? Of course, I'll proofread whatever you want. I'm at your service. I've been told my grammar skills are pretty good. Good. Then let's start you off with proofreading. Shiga, Robo, could you two make a shopping trip? when we fought the ghost in the burning red coat, we used a bunch of salt, so we're low on stock. We'll also need to stock up on general equipment, so we're prepared for the next requests. Of course. Thanks. Welcome to or not 4B. Hey, oh look who it is. Thanks for your constant patronage. That guy with you? He just started working with us today. Ah, I see. Fantastic news. New blood. I remember how well the day I began working here. My eyes are tearing up from the memory. I'm managing Nishida. I'm the manager. The pleasure is mine. Nice to meet you. Oh wow, your grip is good and strong. Oh, and feel free to just call me Manager Nishida. Saying Manager Mana makes your tongue curl weird. We're proud to admit that Or Not 4B is not like any other convenience store. We sell antiques, a variety of odd things, so be sure to look over everything. Find me if you need anything. He's pretty friendly, He's pretty friendly, don't you think? The company uses this store to buy most of our supplies. When we fight ghosts, we always study a sketch of the location during our briefing to strategize. We are able to simulate how a battle will go by analyzing as much of the area as we can. We look at the entrances room, layout, and where things like gas pipes and electronical outlets are. Depending on the situation, you can potentially lay out traps the ghosts won't like. Remember that white powder on the floor where the ghost and the red goat appeared? That white powder was actually salt. Ghosts don't like it because it keeps them from passing over it. You and I are both able to sense ghosts, but unfortunately that isn't enough to win. Therefore, we prepared beforehand and make sure we outsmart them. My phone's ringing. Hang on. Hello, this is Shiga. Understood. I'll head with Prinny. Bye. We're going to have to do our shopping later. I guess a new request was posted on our exorcism website form. Supposedly there's a ghost of a woman in white kimono in an apartment located in Nakano. Mochi, already heading to the site. Let's meet up with him and get all the details. Chief just gave me the address. Let's hurry. Well, we're here. You're late.
Konnichiwa.
Mafune. There was a ghost, right? I'm only temporarily at Gatekeepers, but I do work there. I have the right to be a part of this. That's fine with you? We can shake hands and all, but the way you're touching me, so what kind of ghost is it? A young woman wearing a white kimono. A ghost in white kimono in this day and age? They are still standard burial outfits. Ghosts don't always appear as they did in death. Really? But that's... If a ghost already exists at a location, it is possible for the new one to fuse with it. They absorb the whole ghost and inherit its form. But what's more likely is that the ideal we hold in the real world affects their appearance. But what is more likely is that it is the ideal that we hold in the real world that affect their appearance. For example, fairies are portrayed as having wings and ghosts wear white kimonos. So ghosts are catering to our image of them. It's not so much catering as much more like we're seeing what we want to see. So how we picture them in our head is affecting the way they appear. Exactly, maybe it interferes with a conversation progress for seeing the afterlife from our reality. Then if I imagine a hamster or something, if you manage to overcome the sum of the countless others' ideals of the ghost before you, then perhaps. Alright, let's see what I can do. Don't waste your time. Chief mentioned Mochi was coming, right? Where is he? Right here. This is the perfect time to show you an LG Robo, the results of my research. I don't want to see any freaky science stuff. What? Seeing my Fune? You're not interested in the science? But you want to see, right, LG Robo? Right? Right. Let's have a conversation about the future of science in my lab sometime. It's in the basement. Well, I guess more people here means more of us to look for traces of ghosts. So what's the situation? Oh, yes, let's see. The request comes from a 24-year-old government employee in Nakano, single, lives alone. The first ghost sighting was 3 days ago, around 2 in the morning. The man had worked late that night and didn't make it to his bed until 1 a.m. About an hour later, he woke up cold and smelled something odd. A woman in a kimono was there. This woman stared at him in silence for a while, before supposedly dissolving like a fog. Ever since then, she puts an appearance every day, at the same time, in the same location. I see. Temperature, deceased, and odd smell. These signs are there. Yes, even the signs I would support that the client definitely observed the ghost. What exactly does that mean by that temperature and smell stuff? A ghost is always preceded by a temperature drop and a sulfur smell. They also tend to emit a positive charge, so machines with the ability to measure it will react. Some electrical appliances constantly release positive charges. When a ghost is present, the charge quantity will fluctuate, thus notifying us of its arrival. Huh? I always thought it was hard to find them, but apparently not. Incorrect. Generally speaking, ghosts are still in the realm of the unexplained mysteries. However, French science has contributed and research on them has progressed globally. Humans, animals have some traits and behaviors that are universal. It's believed ghosts do too. Traits and behavior, huh? So, for example, it'd be like, we should stop the lesson about ghosts there for now. I'm sure both Prinny and Mafune will learn a lot more than they bargained for soon. Our client is waiting. Our job here is to determine why this ghost started to show up in front of our client. Ah, yes. LG Shiga is correct. Let's go then. I'll check out the area before the apartment. You three speak to the client. Roger. Are you the one who contacted us?
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, I'm Ryosaku Manabe. So you guys are... Exactly. We've come to investigate the details of your requests. Are you really the... Yes, we are. Is there a problem? Well, no, but you guys sure are young. You're students, right? I was wondering if this was... I may not look it, but I'm a researcher. I have extensive knowledge in this area. Let me show you something really cool. Okay, this device here, it's a AMF detector. It can detect the existence of ghosts. If one comes close and there are traces nearby, this needle shifts to the positive. See, you just turn on the switch. Huh? Oh! It's reacting. What? Wait, does that mean a ghost is here? No, it was reacting to this. What is that stuff? It's ghost residue. Residue? Just like humans leave behind footprints and fingerprints, ghosts leave traces as well. And one kind is this residue you see here. Hey, LG Robo Mafune, you guys check this out too. It's green and sticky. So if there's a ghost residue, does that mean that the thing is a real ghost? It's undeniable proof. Do you have any idea about who or what this ghost might be? Huh? Wait, does that mean you do know something? Is there a reason why you can't tell us? Well, this isn't gonna work if you won't talk. Then it'll be difficult for us to do anything. That ghost is... No, it can't be. Never mind. It's because you're scared that a person you knew is now a ghost and attacking people, am I right? Shiga? If you give a name, and then you have to admit to yourself that it's true. You'd have to accept someone you cared for, and Mon wasn't able to rest in peace. What are you... Several incidents have occurred in the past few days with women attacked by something unusual. The police seem to be treating it as a random attacker and investigating it as such. But all the victims have testified that at the time they felt cold and smelled something strange. Hold on. Isn't a drop in temperature and odd smell indicators of a ghost? Exactly. A ghost has appeared and it is attacking people in the vicinity of a apartment with a ghost sighting. Mr. Manabe, I'm guessing you requested an exorcism from us knowing this. You want the person you know to stop hurting people, right? Please tell us, Mr. Manabe, who is the ghost? They'd be able to stop her, someone who must be so important to you. she's my fiance. What? I'm positive the ghost is my deceased fiance. It was 2 weeks ago. She fell down some stairs. She must have landed wrong because it was so sudden. I couldn't even process it. Her family put together a quick funeral. Of course, I intended, since we were to be wed, I watched as she was cremated. But then that very night she appeared right in front of me. Yoko? What are you? You're supposed to be dead. What? You came back? Yes, you're still the only one I love. That will never change. Of course, I promise. Wait, Yuko. And then she was gone, but every night since, she's come to visit me. And she began to attack women around me. The apartment manager, a neighbor, she even went so far to attack a girl at the market. Anyone I came in contact with? No. Why are you doing this? You're already dead. Unlike the living, ghosts are incapable of reason or morals. Their actions are driven by feelings from when they were alive and their last thoughts before death. They don't think about anything other than what they need to do, and that's what ghosts are. Is there any way to convince her to stop, like maybe talk with her or something? Like I said before, the ghost's motives is simple. If she has decided to attack women around her fiancé, she will continue to do so. The only way to get her to stop is to defeat her. So the ghost always appears in the room at 2 a.m. Yeah, that sounds about right. Of course. Please hand over your keys, Mr. Manabe, and stay somewhere else tonight. Okay. We should return to the office and start preparing. This will be finished tonight. We're going to get the ghosts at the apartment. Woo! Getting the ghosts. She got here. Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Loud and clear. How about Prinny and Mafune? Seems like your radio's functioning correctly. What about Mafune's? Can you hear me? Mafune? See you in Mafune. Ellen Shiga's been trying to get your attention. It's almost time for the ghost to appear. It's almost time for the ghost to appear. You need to concentrate on the fight. Temperature drop confirmed. Reverse light clipping confirmed. Sulfur concentration increasing. 5 seconds until arrival. 4, 3. Watch out.
watch the open areas. Ghosts tend to appear in them too.
強い霊体反応現れるぞ。
It's here. So, where is he? Where did you hide him? Mr. Manabe. Mr. Manabe isn't here today. We'll take care of you. He's mine. Not yours. I won't let anyone take him. Don't get between us.
ウィジャパッド起動。サーバーとのネットワーク接続を確認。気をつけろ。
Main target is woman in a kimono. Ghost detected.
敵へ発見。
Da-da-da-da-da.
窓ガラスに振動を検知した。スクリーム反応。ゴーストがこちらに気づいたようだ。予告移動してよ。霊体とは異なる破壊音を確認。敵へ発見。
近くにいる。
攻撃してくる。
近くにいるぜ。ま、こんなもん。
予告移動したようです。回復してあげましょう。1分経過だ。霊体反応消滅。敵へ発見。近くにいるぜ。
近くにいるぜ。
Normal attack.
敵へミッション完了。
なんて素晴らしいの。ずっとうちで働いてちょうだい。離れないわ。絶対に。
霊体反応消滅。
No ghost detected. Mission complete. Good job, guys. It was.
LT Robo, Cien Mafune, you did great. We managed to perform an exorcism. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Could I see the bell of yours? I'm very intrigued in the science behind it.
Well, we'll be returning to the office as soon as we finish getting everything back in the car. The next day. Da da da. After I lost her, the void was so great that I pushed myself to grant her wish. I ended up losing sight of myself. If I had just stopped to think, I would have known that wasn't what she would have wanted. But now my eyes are open to the truth. Thanks so much. Now I can finally rest easy.
Don't mention it, it's what we do. Please don't hesitate to contact us again if anything else should happen.
Sure. Well, I have to go to work now. Excuse me.
I get the feeling he knew who the ghost was. It wasn't that he didn't want to tell us, he was just afraid to speak the name. Mr. Manabe must be scared. I finally admit his dead loved one appeared in front of him as a ghost. It's unbelievable. He was probably afraid that he wandered into a chief.
I've spoken with all of the people involved. Several incidents have occurred in the past few days with women attacked by something unusual. The police seem to be treating it as a random attacker and are investigating it as such. But all the victims have testified that at the time they felt cold and smelled something strange.
Hold on, isn't a drop in temperature and odd smell an indicator of a ghost?
A ghost has appeared and is attacking people in the vicinity of an apartment. I'm guessing Manabe requested an exorcism from us knowing he was close with all the women attacked.
Wait.
Manabe had encounters with 5 women. Apartment manager, a neighbor. They had inexplicably phenomenons occur, either injuring themselves or barely. The cause of their phenomenons is most certainly the ghosts. Hold on, does that mean Manabe was dating several women right after his fiance's untimely death? Neighbors and train station employees have witnessed Manabe. I've also spoken to each of the women. They all admitted to dating Manabe. So then, the ghost wasn't going after random women. That seems to be the case. However, it seems like Manabe wasn't enjoying any of it. According to the testimony, it's as if he wanted to become happy as soon as possible, just for her. It was very nearly an obsession. But still, that doesn't change the fact that he was dating several women at once. You're right. Then it makes sense they were attacked. Think how his fiancée must have felt. You didn't have to. Have to what?
Defeat her like that. Regardless of motive, it doesn't change the fact she was hurting people. If you witnessed an attack, would you pretend you didn't see it? Would you not help the victim? Besides, the ghosts tend to defy logic and reason. If you don't take a situation seriously enough, things can turn for the worse. Ghosts are complicated, and treating them with kid gloves isn't going to get you anywhere. That's why it's best to nip things in the bud. It may not be the best option for those involved, but it's one of the few good ones. That might be true, but it's not that all ghosts are evil, but in the fact that plenty out there are to harm humans. Evil spirits who latch on, stealing the life out of our lives, and an invisible burden. This slowly instills a dark resentment from the living. This resentment builds and takes on a life of its own, and things come full circle. Laws and morals mean nothing to a soul who remains unsaved, and sometimes we must risk our lives to face them. That's what these ghosts and their existence we find ourselves up are. This world is filled to bursting ghosts like that, so we should deal with them? Clearly, those who can see them, hear their voices, and sense their presence. It's the obvious solution. I am not overstating things by saying we were given these abilities for that exact purpose. We are their mortal enemies. Vaccines against viruses. Toss aside your hesitation as a simple business. If you want to stay alive, that is. To tell the truth, if you start considering deep stuff like that in your mission or fate, you'll never stop. The job of gatekeepers is to exorcise ghosts in Tokyo and receive compensation for it. The client could be malicious or a violent criminal. As long as they pay us, we'll gladly exercise whatever they want. The world revolves around money. Money is money. The ghosts are money. We will always be needed as long as there are ghosts. We need to use our powers to stand as humanity's gatekeepers. Alright, time to head home. Where's that? Well, the office, of course. Huh? Mifune, congratulations, you're hired. You are officially one of us as of this moment. We welcome those who can see ghosts. You'll have to figure out how to use your powers against them on your own in battle. Make sure you work hard along with Robo. I have high hopes for you.